Let's just talk about it. Let's just stop like.
Wasn't going good. First off,
Wasn't going good. I
bailed on the
game.
boys.
I bailed on the boys. I wasn't at the game.
Gosh.
They drove to my house to convince me to come watch the game with them.
We were losing. It was a rough half.
I don't think
the
that's
vibes
normal.
weren't right.
That's not normal. Like, true fans are not hopping in the car to go pick up their buddy for Juju going into the second half. They don't do it. Did you guys see the Mavs raise season ticket prices by 8% for next season?
Yeah, that one hurts the fans. Like that one.
It's wild.
Like,
it's also timing. It's like, why would you do it now?
I know. Exactly. I think the Mavs won that trade.
I know, but it's Luka.
It's Luka.
It's the face of the league.
And then you can raise ticket prices 10%.
He's the next face of the league.
He's never gonna win a championship.
That's wrong.
Oh my gosh, bro.
He will.
Go ahead and clip this.
Clip that, because that's wrong.
Gonna be worst take of.
Worst take.
What?
Maybe
they're
ever.
gonna win it this year.
TJ's got some bad takes. It's the worst take of this hour.
Bad take.
It's not like Utah guys are just like competing.
Right.
It's like, no, they're
the
a
guys.
huge piece to our success.
Well, dude, all of the good BYU teams have had that. I mean, you look at like Jackson Emery. So those are the only ones that come to mind.
You could really go down the line though. You have like Kyle Collinsworth, you have Jimmer Fredette, Lee Kamard.
Jimmer's not from Utah.
I know, but like
Utah or LDS. There's another one, Zach Sellius, Yoli
Childs. You could really go down the list for sure.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Washed Up. I'm Eric Mika, joined by Alex Kuresa and Mr. TJ Haws. We are your hosts and your guests today. No special.
Which one's the guest?
Huh?
Which one's the guest?
Guess
Oh my
who
gosh.
it is.
That was terrible.
That's funny. You're laughing. It's Alex.
He's the guest.
Why? Because I'm brown?
Wow.
Because I'm Polynesian?
Just ruined the episode 8
I'm
seconds in.
I'm Polynesian, so
Why is
I'm
that-
the guest.
was that
Start over.
anything
Welcome to our show.
Yeah, start over.
So the white guys, I'm just a guest. Okay, got it.
Guest in our country.
Oh
Welcome
my gosh.
welcome to
That's crazy.
You started it. You started this. All right, welcome to this week's new episode. We're going to mix it up. We're going to start having pretty much every other week. We'll have. Do you want to cough louder next time I'm talking?
Yeah.
We're going to have a guest sometimes, guests not sometimes. It'll just be us three. We'll chop it up, talk about some things that we constantly argue about in the sports world and just life in general. And then we'll break down what's going on in Utah and sports here. Obviously, there'll be a lot of BYU stuff, but we'll break down whatever it is that's happening. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. So, hey, thanks for being here,
Thanks.
Alex.
Hey, before we start, will you grab me and TJ water?
No, I'm good.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, would you?
No, I'm
Just grab us a water real fast.
of all three of us. I'm the last one getting up to do anything.
Just grab us a water
I'm the
real
alpha.
fast. Just grab us a water real quick, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
Thanks, bro.
Hey, why don't you keep laughing? Yeah, good boy. Okay, well, let's jump right into it. The first segment is brought to you by TJ Haws. You want to lead us off?
Let's go.
What is it today?
Yeah.
TJ has the responsibilities of.
I have the rapid fire questions
I love
today.
it.
So
Yeah.
just a few little, get your mind thinking a little bit.
Boom, boom, boom. We get like a minute on them or something.
Yeah.
I like it.
So I got 3 today. I had a 4th and I forgot it. It's gonna.
Must have been really good.
Yeah, it's
Probably a really good question.
What?
It's probably just a really good question, probably.
That's what I thought.
So,
All right. I like this question. If you could be the best in the world at anything, what would it be and why? It could be sports.
You gonna lead us off?
It could be. I've always thought, obviously I'm a basketball player, or I was a basketball player. I'm a washed up basketball player.
Washed up. Nice.
But being the greatest soccer player in the world would be like. I know you hate that answer.
So be Cristiano
Ronaldo. That's not my question.
Ronaldo. Okay.
Okay. But soccer is the greatest sport it's the most popular sport in the whole world.
oh my gosh.
It is. And to be the greatest at that would be unbelievable. But you could also be like
Do you still wear like your France just your soccer jersey and your name tag around and talk with an accent that doesn't exist?
How does my name how does that come into anything, bro?
Oh my gosh. You're just
Okay,
that guy.
you
It's
can
like,
like-
you're
you-
just the guy. It's like, oh, I forgot the English word. I forgot the English.
Oh my
word.
God.
What is it?
That's funny.
What is
I'm
it?
that guy.
Like-
I'm that guy. Just because I forget words. I would love to just
No one likes
be on
soccer.
your
But
side right
everybody
now.
goes. Everybody that just goes and serves overseas, all of a sudden just loves soccer.
Yeah, they
No, but
embrace
if you,
the culture.
if you understand the game, which you probably don't at
the
all,
beautiful game.
the beauty of that game, then you'll be like,
You would suck at soccer first off.
No, I
You're probably the
wouldn't.
worst soccer player ever.
no, I'm for
That's
sure
not the
best.
question. Have you ever been to a soccer game?
Yeah, I have been
Like
to
a
soccer
real,
game.
like a pro one?
Yeah,
What?
Which one?
I've been to Real Salt Lake.
Yeah, it's not
I
like.
went and watched Messi in Chicago last year.
Yeah, Messi's he's on vacation right now. He doesn't care.
And so
Watching
you thought that
Messi-
was stupid? Now you're gonna.
Watching Messi in
No, I'm
Chicago,
saying, like, I'm
I wanted
saying-
to see what it was about, and I watched the greatest player of all
I
time.
know, but I'm saying it's like watching Jordan play 3-on-3 at a kids camp right now. Like he's not really trying. He's not into it. It's not like when he was at Barcelona. Is all I'm saying. So you just can't really
talking
hate on it until you go to
Barcelona.
one. Until you go to one. Why do you have a list?
No, it's Barcelona. That's how you say it.
No.
He's on my side.
Let's see.
So
Do you like it or you don't like it?
That's how you say it.
If we're going back to like speaking how you did on the mission, and
I
stuff,
didn't-
like,
I-
you're like, oh,
dude,
I'm from
I was on mission for- I was on mission for 7 months.
We say,
You
we
were-
say,
I didn't
Oh, you
develop
were in Barcelona?
we
I
say,
didn't
we
develop an
say
accent.
Barcelona here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we
Barcelona.
play- say
You
Barcelona.
sound so dumb.
Okay. Answer of your question is greatest soccer player on earth.
Yeah,
What's
bro.
your answer? The best at something. Anything.
I mean,
It doesn't have to be sports though, too. It could be like.
but you want it to be sports, like.
I'm just saying.
You know,
it doesn't
because like
have
if you're just thinking like money wise, then you probably want to be like the best at like some tech industry or something and be a multi-billionaire. But that's just not where it's at.
Want the clout.
Yeah, me personally, I'd probably say basketball.
So you're Michael Jordan.
Kobe Bryant, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we have something for that later. Okay, so just basketball. You're just the best at basketball.
I think so. I think it's probably like the cool. I mean, the longevity aspect of it. You can play longer. It's probably not quite as hard on your body, and being a hooper is a cool flex.
You're about the culture. Hoops culture.
Yeah,
That's solid.
I'm with it.
What's the most popular Olympic sport?
probably sprinting. Actually,
Track.
being a
That's mine.
sprinter would be dope.
Be the fastest
You
guy
are
on
the
earth.
fastest guy on earth.
There's nobody on earth that is close.
But
to
you're
fast.
only
Nobody.
cool for.
Well, there's some people that are
You're,
close.
dude, you're cool for 9 seconds every 4 years.
Yeah, but that's kind of
but you're-
nice.
but
It's
you're a
kind of
legend.
nice. It's like
And
you
then-
do get the clout that you want, you get the money, you get the sponsorships, but it's like then you kind of go to the shadows a little bit. You're not bugged by every single person ever.
Yeah.
Like Usain Bolt's probably a bad example, but like for being like a world-renowned superstar, he probably has a little bit more of a normal life than like LeBron James. Right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Usain
Not in
Bolt.
his country.
Not in his country, but I'm just saying in general. Like LeBron can't go anywhere. Anywhere. Usain might be able to sneak into a couple spots. Who's the best? Noah Lyles, like same thing. Like
But it's not just once every 4 years. If you're like actually a
That's
track
true.
fan,
That's true.
there's like the world championships every.
that's a good point.
I don't know
every
many
year or
track
2
fans.
years?
I don't know many people like, hey, you coming over to watch the race tonight?
That's because the infrastructure around it doesn't exist. That's
I'm not
actually
s-
changing. They're like building leagues around it, which is actually kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. Non-athletic best in the world. What would you?
Singer.
Yeah, it's got to be singer.
That's gotta be dope. That's
Like,
gotta be
like
cool.
Michael Bublé.
But are you saying Michael Bublé is
He's
your
got
goat?
He's got
No,
an incredible voice.
He's like talking voice. I mean, he's not like the greatest.
What genre?
Would I be?
Yeah.
Latin. I'm just gonna say everything that
This
pisses
is
you
Ricky
off.
Martin.
Not bad.
Enrique Iglesias.
Fire.
You don't even know who that is.
I don't know.
Dude, the ping pong song.
I feel like genres. I'm not gonna say like. I don't know. Country would be cool. Like the best country singer in the world.
It's like a Morgan Wallen joint right now.
That's pretty dope.
That would be fire.
Or okay, I'll say this.
I'm being R&B.
I'm going country music. If we're going non-sports or like stand-up comedian.
Shane
You're
Gillis.
the funniest
hilarious.
guy on the planet.
Dude, like look at all the places Shane Gillis is right now.
Yeah, that's
SNL,
true.
ESPN Game Day. Like it's anything that like networks or movies or TV shows, like sports teams, if they're trying to get their fan bases like involved and excited about things, they're just like, let's just get the funny guys here.
So
That's dope. That's why Pat McAfee crushes because he's like he knows sports, but he's also hilarious.
I'm either being an R&B singer or a designer. So I'm thinking like being like a Tinker Hatfield type guy would be so sick.
That would be sick. You're at the top of the fashion world.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
As long as you kept it like normal, like fashion for like normal people. Because like you see some of those outfits and you're like, how is this?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever
It's
seen.
the dumbest thing I've
Yeah,
ever
some
seen.
of it's bad.
Yeah, some of it's
Terrible.
Okay, good question. Let's
let's
go to your third one.
All right.
Because Alex derailed it, and so we spent an hour on it.
All right. I know there's a song that you guys have like that when you were like a 12-year-old athlete that was like just got you ready to run through a wall.
It's got to be 10% luck.
Dude, that was mine, bro. I was thinking the same thing, bro.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad I didn't think of that because that's it. Yep. I think that answers the question. I was going to say anything Linkin Park.
I don't even know if it adds up to 100, but the song's fire.
Fort Minor, right?
Yeah.
That's the name.
Like I felt like I could dunk at
M.
like 10.
Shinoda. What does that? What does he even say? What is that? M. Shinoda? Like, I don't even know what it says.
I have no idea what he says. That's a great answer.
It's got to be that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Because I was going to say Linkin Park or like Smash Mouth, like All-Star from Shrek. But I wasn't thinking in the sports context. I was just thinking like as a kid, I loved those songs.
Yeah, no, I'm talking before a game, pre-game.
Yeah.
You
nailed it. Fort Minor.
There's Fort Minor. There's
What's it called?
Lose Yourself.
Lose Yourself was up there.
Or Till I Collapse.
I was going to say, you could throw some 50 Cent in there for me.
Yeah.
When I was a
that's
kid, I
50.
for some reason listened to
Which one?
I don't know. Get Rich or Die Trying. Just the whole album.
Yeah.
What were the ones that we listened to? We were like listening to a couple weeks ago.
We had a retro day.
Yeah.
There's a ton.
Many Men. Is that on that album?
Many Men's probably.
Yeah.
That's got to be a good one.
Is Till I Collapse on that? Is 50 Cent in there? And he's in the remix or whatever.
But I don't even know what the Fort Minor song's called. Remember the name?
Well done.
Yeah, that's
I don't even remember what it's called. Still his ringtone.
he forgot the name, but then he remembered it.
Yeah. It's okay. You still listen to it.
I'm literally going to listen to it when I get in the car.
Still be
And you're gonna be
motivated.
pumped.
I'm
Same
going to
way.
be hyped.
I'm trying to think of the other one that I had.
Isn't this your question?
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you not?
I know I was more interested in, well, remember the name was mine. And then I used to listen to, the pregame song that they had for the Bulls right before they announced Jordan.
Remember when you had the phone?
Yes, bro.
TJ used to have this phone, bro. Was it a landline? Was it a real
Yeah, it was
working
a
phone?
landline. It was a
So he
real
got it for
working phone.
Christmas, and I remember being a kid and being like so jealous. It was this arena, this basketball thing, and when it would ring, like the basketball would open, and it was like the inside of the Bulls arena, or whatever
That's
it's called, and then it was a phone. You could pick it up. We would just sit there and call it, just to like
just
listen
watch
to
it.
it.
Oh, it was so sick. And the fans used to do the wave.
Yeah.
Like each fan section would just lift.
Where's that phone at?
It's probably still in my closet. We should bring it in. Put it as one of our just like props.
Yeah, so when people
Phone a friend.
People call in.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are good questions.
All right, let's go. Keep moving on.
All right, next segment is called Normal Not Normal. We did it last episode with Jaren, and we liked it, so it stuck. These are brought to you by Alex Kuresa
Yeah.
and Wooden Grail hats.
Yep. So I got a few different normal, not normal kind of genres here. The first for me is growing up in Cache Valley. I grew up in a place called Millville,
Here we go.
small neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like the type that when we go to the grocery store, we say we got to go into town. And I always thought that was normal. My wife was like, that's not normal. But we used to go to this gas station. And when we go to the gas station, it's like a delicacy. It's like a trip. Like we go into the gas station, we check it out. Everybody's going in. No one stays in the car. You're hanging out for 5 minutes.
It's a big deal.
You're wandering. You're grabbing snacks. You're testing it out.
It's like a vacation.
And for me, that's normal. It's like, oh yeah, let's go hit up the gas station. I will take my kids to the gas station just for like a fun activity. And that's normal to me. My wife thinks that that's super not normal. So,
So you're dragging us into some husband-wife arguments.
yeah.
Trying to get some backup.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna air this episode and be like, see?
So the question is, like, am I taking my kids?
Yeah, because
No, I'm saying like you
my
go to a
kids
gas
will-
station, is
they'll be
everybody
ecstatic.
getting out and going in and you're enjoying the gas station, everyone's picking a treat, it's a good time, or are you just like, hey, we're at the gas station, get gas, and if wifey tells me to go grab a drink, I'm going to get her drink or something.
I'm saying on a road trip,
No, just
gas station.
just normal.
Yeah, then it's just we're filling up.
Yeah.
We're out.
That's how I am.
Unfortunately for you.
So it's just not normal.
It's not normal.
So I got a golf cart this summer. I'll drive the golf cart to the gas station
Well, you just keep putting all
different.
these different scenarios.
If I'm just driving to go get some gas.
There's not many places to go with a golf cart.
But
so
I
that
never
makes
go to a
sense.
gas station and fill up and don't go inside and just
That's not normal.
wander around for a bit.
Just
see
what's up.
reminisce.
Just a few minutes. Like, what kind of candy am I feeling? Do I find something that I like? There's some treasures in gas stations.
Do you have a
normal.
go-to in there? There are no treasures in gas
There's some
stations.
treasures in there.
Like what?
You ever been to Beaver?
Yeah. The potato wedges.
Some treasures in there.
Yeah. But that's a different conversation.
You ever been to a Maverick before?
Again. Yeah.
Yes, I've been to a
Mavericks
Maverick.
are incredible.
Mavericks are incredible. I agree.
Holy.
Okay, you're not normal. Next one.
Okay, anyway.
Just say me.
Here's the other
Alex,
thing.
You're going to have to
normal
explain
or
the
not
context
normal?
on this next one, too.
Venmoing exact amount. So, like, if we go to a gas station and everybody has a drink, right? And do you, like, if I'm buying it, are you guys Venmoing me $1.47, or is it just insinuated that I'm getting this one and at some point I'm sure you'll purchase the next item? Or, like, if you buy anything, or do you have to Venmo the exact
specific
amount?
Things that like have recently pissed Alex off.
No, these things like piss me off in general. Okay, if we're driving
no.
somewhere, are you Venmoing me gas money?
Depends if I like feel bad.
Probably not dry. Probably not dry. It's all. That's what I mean. Is like it's all context. If it's somebody I don't know and they're like, oh yeah, it's a long drive, and they're like, yeah, I can take you. Then like I'm offering. I don't know them. But if it's like TJ's like, hey, we're going to a game up in Logan, like I'm not offering to pay gas because like I'm probably going to drive him for the next 3-4 days to make up for it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about like a
It just depends
stranger.
on how. It's, okay,
Yeah.
then if it's someone I know, you're probably not.
There are like friend groups though that will be like, hey man, remember we went to Logan last week. The gas tank was $48.37. I just split that up by 2. If you can just
Do you want to
over.
do you want to just call him out by name right now?
No. I don't know.
I'm saying if like you hang out with that person a lot, then it's like, let's move on. Like, oh, you got the next one type deal.
Yeah.
But if it's like, I haven't seen this guy in a year, I don't know. And I'm not going to see
You're
this guy.
saying you've never gotten like a Venmo request from somebody. You're like, are they seriously Venmo requesting me that?
I'd say
never.
I'd say the over-under is like $15. Like if it's over $15 or something, or over $20, maybe the over-under is $20. You pay for somebody $20, something. It's like, maybe let's, I don't know.
Okay.
Never mind.
I don't think it's normal. Maybe it's because I'm Polynesian, but like you just pay for it, and then it's just insinuated at some point that person's going to pay for the next.
I feel like if you're at that point, you're really good friends.
I'll agree with that.
I do that with people like I'm not even good friends with. I think that's just maybe it's a cultural
They
standpoint.
must be a Polynesian thing.
Okay.
All right, pick one of these last two. What? I'm trying to move through this. You have practice.
It's true, I do.
You got to work on your free throws.
Oh my gosh. 2 to 3, go.
Okay. So normal or not normal game watching superstitions. Okay. So say that your
Normal.
team is
normal.
No, but like this specifically. Okay.
Another specific.
You're losing.
specific one to
Your
Alex.
team's losing. The game seems like it's going a bad direction, and a particular person is not watching the game with the
my
boys.
gosh.
So you hop in the car at halftime and you go to their house to try to reset the vibes. Is that normal or not normal?
Normal of you guys to hop in the car and come reset the vibes.
Normal to hop in the car and go get the individual that wasn't watching the game with you, who has watched the game with you before.
Not normal.
No. If
Super
you're a true
That is
fan,
not normal.
if you're a true fan, do you know what that entails, being like a true fan? Like,
Okay,
you care.
can we just...
Eric's not a true
Let's
fan.
just get out in front of it and say, this is what happened. We plus our friend Evan, shout out Evan. Loser.
That's the worst. He sucks so bad.
That guy. We watched a lot of football games together. They were winning a lot of games.
All the games.
We were winning all the games.
Yeah, those aren't mutually exclusive. You can win a lot of games and all the games. I didn't not say.
At this point, all of the games are being won.
At this point, they've all won. They've all been won. We were losing one. That was to Utah, right?
Yeah.
Let's just talk about it. Let's just stop like.
Wasn't going good. First off,
Wasn't
you
going
bailed,
good. I
you
wasn't
bailed
at
on the
game.
boys.
I bailed on the boys. I wasn't at the game.
Gosh.
They drove to my house to convince me to come watch the game with them.
We were losing. It was a rough half.
I don't think
the
that's
vibes
normal.
weren't right.
That's not normal. Like, I agree. I'm not a true fan.
You know what was
I'm
not normal?
I'm talking. Daddy's talking.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a bandwagon guy, but it's not normal. True fans are not hopping in the car to go pick up their buddy for Juju going into the second half. They don't do it.
No, and
most people will say no.
I'll take it up a notch. We're driving home. There was a blue light, a blue lamp. We stopped and parked under it, and the vibe started to be great. We stayed there.
We got to stop there.
We stayed there.
We were like, we got to stop under the blue light. We got to stay here for a while.
What blue light was there?
It's right around the corner from your house.
Okay, but
A blue street light?
Yeah.
A stoplight?
Yeah, it was for the boys. We knew it was for the game.
Oh my gosh,
is
that's
this a
not
blue
normal.
light?
No, you guys are mental.
I would bet that light's not even blue. It's just that
saw
night,
it.
like we
You
pulled
guys
up and
were high.
It just changed to be blue. Okay, but here's the other thing: normal, not normal. When the boys show up to your house, like I feel like you're obligated to be like, okay, they actually showed up to my house. I'm coming with the boys. This guy is just like, no, I'm not coming. I'm not coming.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I was set.
So is it?
I was
is
setting
it-
my plans.
It's like 9 p.m. He's like, I'm so tired. Like,
Not normal. Not normal. 3 grown men, 2
It's
of them
not
with
normal
children.
to not.
2 of them with children show up at your house and say, "Gotta come watch the game with us."
Yeah, and it's not normal to not come. Pause.
No, it's not normal that you're there.
But we were there, and at that point, it's like normal, not normal, doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
It
But
doesn't
listen,
matter.
like, are you
You showed up. I said, "This is not normal."
like? Then
I'm
are you
not
coming
going
with the
you.
boys? Pause.
Yeah, and then listen, because of our efforts, what happened that night?
We got a
won.
dub.
We won.
And then lost
So-
to Kansas.
No thanks to you, though.
Yeah, because of you that we lost the next week.
Oh.
We won that week because of all of our efforts. We did enough that night
but
to
not
get it
the
done.
next week.
But then,
Are you taking away the hard work, preparation, and skill of our team?
No, but we have to do our. You have to
we
do
have-
our
I think we won because of our offensive line.
we have a role to play.
what did our
and
line do?
Jake,
What
and
did our
Jake.
line specifically do that game?
And Jake
that you
and
were,
our
that you just
defense.
loved.
They're just blocking. You guys are not normal. Okay, we'll do a poll on this.
Speaking of O line, you could be
cut
you'd
this
be good
up.
O lineman.
I know.
So,
We'll cut this up. We'll have the people decide if it's normal or not normal.
Okay.
That you guys showed up. All right. Okay.
That's normal.
normal. And if
So
it's
2-1.
over, if it's over 50%,
Doesn't even matter. We don't need
If it's,
to.
if it's over
2-1, it's
50%, then you guys can. I'll give you $1.
no, then you'll be doing it with us next year.
Pause.
Okay. The next segment is called "Who Wins in a Fight." We're just gonna kind of come up with 2
I'm winning in a fight.
random people.
Oh.
Alex never included. In BYU, yeah, typically BYU, just
talking
Utah
about?
sports in general. This week's edition happens to be 2 BYU athletes, so I'm going who wins in a fight, Matt Payne or our boy Richie Saunders. A little bit undersized. They didn't
How
have a
tall
weight.
is
It's kind
Richie?
of weird. He's 6'5". They don't have a weight listed on BYU's website. Is that weird?
Probably not for basketball.
That is, I feel like you should have your weight on there.
But my guess is he's 2'10".
Did it have
Right,
Did
you
it have
can't
weights
be
when
more
you guys were playing?
I don't know.
It's like 6'4", 120,
That's so funny, bro.
6'10", 320.
What are you, 5'8", 320? Like,
You're fat and you're skinny, dude. You guys both suck.
oh my god.
Not the path you want to go down.
Alex, please take your shirt
Oh
off
my
right now.
gosh, dude.
Alex wears a shirt when he swims, bro. Okay, who's winning that fight? I'm going Richie's probably 210, but he's scrappy, probably a little bit more lean, but maybe quicker. Cage match, go.
Richie.
I gotta go with Richie as well.
Really?
Yeah. It's a punter.
So what? He just crushed a dude, and
Yeah.
he weighs 25 pounds heavier.
Yeah. It's football. I mean, you can get lucky and knock somebody out.
Yeah,
So
he-
Richie has to get lucky.
No, I mean like on a hit.
Oh, on a kick. On a kicker.
On a hit, it just takes. You know,
I'm going Matt Payne.
you just said Richie.
What are you talking about?
I swear you said Richie
No, I
before.
didn't say Richie. Alex is hearing stuff again. All right, cool.
Why are you going Matt Payne?
Because he has 25 pounds on him, and because he can lay down a hammer. Don't. All right, so the answer is Matt Payne. Next, we're gonna talk. Let's talk about this Iowa State win. What did we gather from it?
Freaking
Jump into what's going on in the state. BYU obviously picked up a win in Ames.
Huge
against
win.
number 10 Iowa State. Up 21. Was it more than 21?
Yeah.
It was 21. Went to double overtime. Kind of insane game.
Yeah.
thing that excites
Reactions.
me. The thing that excites me the most is like we are winning games in different ways. It's not like if we have one thing taken away from us, then we're like a terrible team.
Mm.
Like we keep winning, keep finding ways to win in different ways, which makes us a really like hard team to play against. And I mean, for anybody, I bet it's like slim to none to be on the road against a top 10 team and have 29 turnovers and win.
It's like never.
Like I saw, it hasn't happened in 25 plus years.
Yeah.
But I bet you like it's less than 1% of teams ever win playing like that.
Yep.
And I feel like, I don't know, it just says a lot about like how we're playing together, how we're figuring out ways to win. Like that is super impressive.
The other thing that's exciting about it is that it's so hard to like win once it hits overtime and like that momentum shifted so hard. Like I got to admit, I was like, dude, we're about to lose by 12.
The momentum was all in their favor because they were just coming
like,
up. And
I was like, dude, we got to find a way to win in regular time. Otherwise, we might be in trouble with this huge momentum shift. So coming into March and just a team showing the ability to weather that type of storm is exciting to have that capability.
Yeah, I went on another show, the Church Ball podcast. If you guys have seen that on Twitter, they just BYU Basketball. And I said this, and TJ and I have talked about this a bunch since the game, but like I like how we win all the things you guys just said. I like it more than just going in there and winning by 20, because that could almost set you up for some failure. Like obviously it's a huge win regardless, no matter how you win. And if you win by 20, it's like, oh, you put the nation on notice. But as far as preparation for March and like all the BS that you can't plan for, like whether it's refs or who you get, drawn in the big mix of things when you're matched up, like you get a really good team that's ranked way lower than they should, plus some really bad refs, plus this, but there's just like a million things that can go wrong. And so that's starting to unfold in Ames, but like we still had enough like ability to collect ourselves and win. That's a big deal and just means a lot moving into March Madness. So it was sick. Also, I think you have one more than the other, but like two pretty iconic plays in BYU basketball history.
Oh my gosh.
I thought Downs was dope because like no one, like Down doesn't dunk like that.
Yeah.
And Trey, we got to get Trey on here, and yeah, that's what it looked like.
Shout out Trey.
You predicted the future.
But
like Trey threw that with some confidence, but then putting it down was pretty dope because people weren't expecting it. But like Kaba is
I didn't know he could dunk like that.
Kaba's a top 10 BYU like
dude. It's a top
play,
10.
right?
It might be a top like 10 defensive play. Period.
What do you mean in the history of basketball?
Yeah.
Like outside of BYU?
Yeah.
College basketball or like basketball?
Basketball. Chasing down. I mean, given I
don't know about
that. That type of chase down in that situation, there's not many plays.
I mean, like iconic, like you're saying, like as far as what kind of a physical feat.
Besides maybe LeBron blocking that, I haven't seen a more impressive defensive play than that in basketball in my whole life.
That's a hot take.
There was
in my whole life.
There was somebody on Twitter that said that's the best play they've seen.
What other defensive play have you seen that's more impressive than that?
I'm not just an archive of defensive plays.
I know, but you're like, whoa, that's a stretch. Like I would assume you have. You're
saying like number one is LeBron and Iguodala, and number two is Kaba, whoever that guy was on Iowa State that should have dunked it.
I'm sure there's some that like situationally or just for bigger moments, but I don't remember a single time in my whole life.
You mean as far as like
a more impressive,
like an athletic feat?
Yeah, a more impressive defensive play than that.
Okay.
I just love the timing of it all. I mean,
no, pick a side.
We're up 3.
Pick a side.
I'm not picking a side on that. We're up 3, and we throw it's a wide open fast break layup.
I can't believe that guy slowed down at all.
And Kaba, like if you watch that video, he's like
dead sprint,
3-point line, half court, and Kaba just chased him down full speed and doesn't foul.
I know.
And just volleyball spikes that off the glass.
There's not many basketball plays that have ever happened that are more impressive than that.
And his putback dunk also in overtime was crazy. I'm like, overtime, you are so gassed. It's like, oh my gosh, especially against a team like that who is just harassing you the whole night. And you can't
I want to know where the people rank that. Or if there's more impressive defensive plays, what are they?
Just in general?
Yeah.
Well, in BYU history especially, I mean, that goes...
BYU history, there's not any.
Yeah.
What BYU? I don't even remember a single BYU defensive play in history.
It's just all.
No, yeah, it's a top BYU one for sure. It's not the top.
A top or the top? What would be?
I don't know.
So it's the top one.
You might have a point though. Like if we can't remember any,
You can't remember a single one?
you can remember. You could name top 5 offensive plays.
Yeah. All right, so it's his top BYU defensive play of all time.
Yeah.
BYU
It is.
basketball, obviously.
And the situation also helps that. I mean,
Yeah.
because he's had some crazy blocks this year.
Yes.
But also on the flip side, how dumb does that other guy feel? He slowed down. Like he was like,
It is-
easy.
It is by far the most underrated skill in basketball. Like if you go to an AAU tournament or you go to like high
Yeah,
school
this gets
warm-ups,
TJ going. I know where you're going with that.
but like finishing the basketball is not taught in basketball. Like kids all want to do jelly and flip and up and under and all this crap. And it's like this dude wants to go dunk in overtime and like slow down and go put it in right in front of the rim. Like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
what are you doing?
Use the rim as protection.
And-
Like get up on that left side as quick as you can.
And go
Like
find the contact. Like,
you know Kaba, you know that dude's sprinting after you.
Or you
Is
should
it faster
assume
to
it.
not just flush it?
Yeah, maybe if you go quick.
or if you get it right on the backboard.
but you got to
then you
go.
can't block
I'm
it.
going on that left side and I'm going as quick as I can.
It's got to be scary, dude, knowing that Cabe was just
Yeah, or I'm giving
running
him a
you down.
pump
Hunting you
fake.
down.
I'm giving him a little, then go finish.
Yeah, but then if that doesn't work, you look like an idiot.
Well, he looks like an idiot.
Yeah,
So
that's true. I saw a picture where it's like, it looks like the ball's on the rim, like when Kaba hits it. So technically, it would have been goaltending. But like, obviously, there's.
is that true? If it's still in the hands and it hits the rim, it's goaltending.
I think so.
I don't think so.
I think
If
it's
he's
all-
dunking it, like it's still in his hands.
I
Because
think
otherwise,
if
you'd
it's
say
on- if it's
otherwise you
on
could
the-
say that's offensive goaltending.
Okay, then maybe his hands were off of it, but like
Okay.
So he
it's
just
like
laid it
a
out.
fraction of a second that maybe it was, but I mean it's just unbelievable.
you're not
Also,
giving that
I think it
call.
was with his left hand, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
He
his
chased it
left hand.
down with his left
But
hand
his-
while the
it
guy's
was-
trying to
it's-
block. No, it's
phenomenal.
insane.
If there's a more impressive basketball defensive play in like if there's 5 more than those in the history of basketball, I'd love to know what they are.
I would too.
So tag them. If you know one that's better, tag it. I want to know.
I
yeah,
agree. They might
I mean-
all be Kaba this year.
seriously, holy God.
His volleyball spike against Kansas.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, like that's like one that was cool.
But, like,
But like
it's
Dwight
cool.
Howard's probably done that 100 times.
Well, I just think like I'm leaning towards what you're saying because of the context. It's like a close
Even
game.
regardless of context, chasing something down like that,
No, but
context
especially because
context enhances it. But even regardless of it, it's still crazy impressive.
Yeah.
Maybe Zion's closeout that one picture Zion had at Duke.
Yeah.
The closeout on the three.
the corner three.
But
yeah.
all of them just aren't. It like it's the moment.
Yeah.
He was 20 feet behind this kid.
Also, I'll finish by saying that it's the top BYU one. I'm not going to say it's the top basketball. There's for sure.
I'm not saying it's the very top. I'm just saying, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of a single basketball play that's more impressive. There might be. I just might need a refresher.
Yeah, I think you need a refresher. How about that last play they drew up? The wrestling play.
Gosh, dude, so bad.
I know they want that one back.
I don't even know what it was.
They didn't know what it was.
It was awful.
They didn't even. Did he chuck it in the end, or was he holding it? And it was.
He shot it. But I don't know. You have to also give credit to BYU. Like,
True.
They did defend well.
Trey in the corner.
Train
Clamps.
Mag, bro. We're just
Yeah.
Clamping.
all over those guys.
Yeah.
But the play looked horrible.
Yeah.
You have to have something in your back pocket that just gets you something like easy.
We were up 1 or
We were up 2.
up 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then we hit a free throw on this last one.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't you even just? You should have something easy to at least tie it. Like you don't have to try and win it.
Well, yeah, I think, that dude that like stepped back to the 3 and then pump faked and then passed it and then stood. It just like the play broke down and it just was terrible.
I think I told you the story once. That Spanish guy on my summer league team with the Heat.
No.
I did. It was when we were at that Houston Hots. It's all right. You don't listen to me. So one time I was on the summer league team with Miami. We were in Orlando. We're down by 2 and we have the ball with like 4 seconds or something. So our guys are drawing up this play. And I was just saying, we were talking about like European basketball and just like how much better they think they are, like at the X's and O's, and like they're so much smarter and they just understand the game better. And I thought of my teammate he was a Spanish guy and just a different cat. And we're drawing up a 3-point play to win the game. And it's like summer league. Like you kind of care, but you also don't. It's the Orlando Summer League, so people care even less because it's preparing you for Vegas. And so our coach is drawing up a 3-point play. He wants to win the game. And this dude, he's like in the back of the huddle. We're both in the back of the huddle kind of looking. And then when it clicks in his mind, he wasn't paying attention. When it clicks in his mind that we were going for a 3, he like moves everyone out of the way, like gets to the center of the huddle. He's like, guys. He's like, we're only down 2. We don't need a 3. Like, what are we doing? And the coach like could not believe that he just disrupted this last second huddle. And he was like, we know. And he was just shocked. He was shocked. He was like, this is against all things good at basketball strategy. Like, how could you ever go for the win on this BS? Like, you should tie it and then foul. I don't know what
disrespecting the game.
You're disrespecting the game. And everyone else in the huddle was like, dude, please stop.
Like, just let us get out of here.
Like, put it in your holster, bro. Anyways,
that's incredible.
I don't know. Yeah, that last drawn up play was pretty bad. I know, but like you said, credit to BYU.
Yeah,
and credit to us having the ability to kind of calm our nerves and get it done, like in a tough environment. Because those guys would have been so juiced. Like, can you imagine the dude that has number called in that last? Like, he wanted to hit that shot so bad, and then they were just fumbling it everywhere. It just sounds. Can't relate.
Those lights get bright.
Lights get bright. You would have hit it.
I would have hit that for sure.
For sure.
Oh.
Easy. Step back probably too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm knocking that down. Are you knocking that down?
We could film it live.
Let's film it live.
And go live.
I'm knocking it down.
And just see if...
I'm knocking it down.
Hey, one thing that should be brought up though, again, we've talked about this a bunch. We probably talked about it with you too, is the fact that who finished that game? Who were the 5 guys predominantly playing in overtime? Richie. Dallin. Was Trey?
They were rotating on for defense. They were putting defense. Trey and
it was Trey and Yegor. Trey and Yegor, right? We're switching.
They had Yegor in, a little bit.
Yeah, Yegor came in.
The point is they slimmed it down to 6-7 guys, right? Because they've been playing like 10, 11 man rotation.
Yeah,
and like 5 of them are Utah guys. And I'm counting Kaba and Foose because they came up through high school in Utah. And that's like kind of insane.
Where's Kaba from?
Molly.
He played at Wasatch Academy with Foose.
Oh, dope.
So like it's kind of insane to think like, man, like, yeah, what Kevin Young and his crew are doing, like getting the Yegors and Cannons of the world is sick. And Mag, I think Mag has been fundamental to our success. But it's like, dang, but also look at like how much has developed like here in Utah. And like that has to be a combination that continues to go forward. As we get the AJs of the world, like that's an interesting balance. Because like those guys are crucial to the season we're having right now, right? Like that that's the most obvious thing of all time.
It's not like those dudes are like, it's not like Utah guys are just like competing.
Right.
It's like, no, they're
the
a
guys.
huge piece to our success. And I think it's
all the good BYU teams have had that. I mean, you look at like Jackson Emery and then like Eric and Nick.
Good point.
I don't think
Tyler Haws.
Yeah,
Tyler.
Eric, Nick, Tyler Haws.
A lot of Lone Peak guys.
Yeah.
For a time.
Those are the ones that come to mind.
You could really go down the line, though. You have like Kyle Collinsworth, you have Jimmer Fredette, Lee Kamard.
Jimmer's not from Utah.
I know, but like...
Utah or LDS.
Oh.
Yeah.
So basically Utah. Utah roots, connections, including the church. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Jimmer too.
Jake Toulson.
It's a lot of guys.
The other guy from your mission, Mr. Basketball.
That is true. Jesse Wade.
There's another one, Zach Sellius, Yoli
Childs. You could really go down the list for sure.
So what does that mean for the future? Who are those next guys that get paired with the AJs? I don't know if I know high school hoops well enough, but hopefully we got somebody because we're seeing how important it is.
In this year's class, there's that Orem kid.
Burgess.
Maybe the Timpview kid. He's undecided, right?
Dean Ruckert.
Chamberlain's going on a mission.
I think so.
So he isn't going to play with AJ, but 2 years from now, whoever that is, maybe Dean. it's also interesting to think about how many of those guys were Pope's guys. And this might be a hot take because I know people get sensitive about Pope, and which I don't get, and I do kind of get, but like I'm a fan of Pope, and I'm abundance mentality. Why can't we be stoked about the season we're having and then hope that Kentucky has a good year too? Like it's only good. He's a BYU guy. He was here forever as an assistant and as a head. Yep. He elevated Utah basketball as a whole because he did it here and he did it at UVU. So it's like, and he's LDS. Yeah. I don't get why people are so sensitive about it. Like I saw a tweet that was like, thank you, Kentucky. Like Kentucky's been going through it. They've had a lot of injuries, but like you see how good of a team they've been when they're healthy, and they still are. They still are a good team. But like there was some tweet, like a Kentucky account, that's like bagging on them, and then a BYU account responded and was like, "Thank you, Kentucky, for taking Pope off our hands." I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. And I don't understand that stuff either because, like, both can exist. Like, KY can be a great coach.
Yeah.
And Pope can be a great coach. And everyone wants to, like, sit and be like, well, if we had Pope this year, this is what would happen. Yeah. And because we have KY, like, this is what's happening. Like,
we don't land AJ if we have.
There's a million scenarios that you could go through and be like, yeah, this wouldn't happen or this would happen. Who knows, right?
But that's not the question. Like, yeah, I agree. It's gone in a different route because of Kevin. But, like, all I'm saying is, like, why can't we be happy and supportive of Pope, too? Like, he cared about BYU. I think he elevated, this team's potential. Yeah, he also, like, those core guys we're talking about are mostly Pope guys that learned how to play, that learned how to win, that now believe they can win because of the team and the success they had last year overachieving. Like, I don't think we have this year's team with Kevin taking it to the next level unless we have Pope here last year. Yeah. So that's where, and I get it. People are like, oh, I just don't like how he left. It's like, well, what do you want him to do? The second he gets his dream job, he just talks about his old school. Like, then his new school is kind of like, who is this guy? He already is at an uphill battle trying to get his new team and new school to like him. If all he's talking about is old school, it just, everyone's like, who is this guy? Like, if KY just got to BYU, all he talked about was, thank you, Phoenix, for, like, the best 5 years of my life. Everyone kind of be like, okay. I don't know. Just bugs me.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I know. I don't really fully understand either. I feel like we should just appreciate, Pope gave us, was it here 5 years? 4 years?
Like, maybe 5.
As a head.
You tell me.
This guy played for him.
Yeah. Nice.
Stupid idiot. Freaking sucks so bad.
You're a freaking moron. You suck so
bad. You guys are the worst friends I have.
We're your only friends.
That's
my gosh.
Only friends. He's a loser. And Evan's not our friend after this episode.
You got a subscription to Only Friends.
Only Friends.
TJ
pays us to be his friends. All right, speaking of bagging on TJ before we move on from BYU, I'm going to ask Alex's first. Does KY today, what's the date? The 6th? March 6th, 2025. Does he take TJ Haws on his team?
Like, today? This TJ sitting in this chair?
Yes.
No, absolutely not.
What?
You'd be winded in 4 seconds. We're talking you have to go play on Saturday?
He's a pro. He's a Cougar legend.
You're not going and playing.
We need one bucket. Let's go.
What did you just say?
We need one bucket.
There's no shot.
I was kind of on his side, but that answer, I'm out. He's scared of the moment.
What are we saying?
You're thinking about that one play, and you're like,
what are we saying? Like, wait, what are we asking for him? We're asking for him to go and put in.
Would KY
20 minutes a night? Would
KY need him for anything?
Can't play defense.
Oh my God.
Never could play defense. So what? He's a spot-up shooter? He's a spot-up shooter?
This is just a
I guess, yeah, but that's not bad. That's not bad.
Wait, what?
Trevin's in foul trouble or not shooting well, sticking TJ. You could do you could go and make a couple threes.
You go spot up?
Yeah, I could go in spurts for sure.
Yeah, but then that just, what does that tell the team? What does that tell the rest of the team? It's like, hey, we get,
do you think
like, I don't believe in you guys. I have to bring in
today.
No, I don't
Let's
know.
say someone goes down.
Listen,
Someone goes down. They're like, hey, random rule, we can grab a former player who's in the area.
We can grab a former player because they didn't get to play in 2020 tournament. They get to play in this tournament.
And they have a red beard.
Yeah, so we can grab
keep
them.
it.
No, you got to shave that.
You gotta shave it.
You got to go back to naked mole rat.
Oh my gosh.
Okay,
It's the worst.
It's the worst.
how many minutes could you give?
Depends
At a high level.
But like, here's the thing. Like,
Answer that
question.
question.
if we're talking, listen.
No,
I will
talking
I
about
will
it.
get
How
there.
many minutes?
I will get there.
I'll tell you how many minutes. 0, because you're not on the team.
There's a chemistry thing.
There's a good
too.
seat for you in the Vivint seats, though. There's a good seat, maybe courtside.
There's a chemistry thing. Okay, I'm going in there and they've.
But you agree, you're not getting picked up.
I'm funny.
I don't know. It's just funny that you're like scared.
I'm not scared.
You're so scared, bro.
All I'm saying is you asked me this question. I'm like, yeah, he's taking me. You go to bed, and I don't care. He's taking me.
Yeah, right. He would never take
But you
you.
don't have the confidence to just go, yeah, he needs
He
me.
would never take you to
Yeah, flip this on me. That's your best chance out of this conversation.
Cave was gonna chuck your shot to the 50th
Yeah,
row.
give him a pump fake. He's gone.
Cave was
Yeah,
gonna
right.
have
And
the,
then he's landing and jumping right back and blowing your shot off the glass.
Oh, is that how it works?
Cave is gonna he's gonna throw your ball through the backboard.
What are you doing right now?
You're not on this side. It's gonna shatter the glass.
I know.
You do suck.
Okay, notice we're not even asking you the question because you're
I didn't play college basketball.
I scored 27 the other night in rec league.
You told him about that. Why are you telling everybody?
Bro, I'm hooping right now.
I don't
I'm
even
hooping
want to
right now.
know what guy you're playing against.
hooping right
Yeah,
now.
I'm not going to call it.
Come to the game.
There
Wednesday night, Lehigh Rec. Come
might
on
be
through.
a trillion things I'd rather do. Okay, just give us an answer, yes or no. Is he taking you, yes or no?
You're not gonna hurt anyone's feelings on the team.
No, I don't want to go be on that team right now because I'm
You
going to
told me
ruin
you
the
did.
chemistry.
No, you told me you did yesterday.
We're just
I'm
in a
afraid.
hypothetical world right now. It's not ruining the chemistry. No one's
The
butthurt about
chemistry is
it.
it's gonna increase. Yeah.
No, it's just gonna stay the same.
No, yesterday,
the same thing.
TJ, I swear on my life, was like, dude, I wish I was on this team. I wish KY would give me a chance. Don't fake laugh, bro. Everyone knows it's fake. Sounds stupid.
No one knows my real laugh.
Oh my gosh.
You're an idiot. All right, no one, KY wouldn't take him. On to the next thing.
Oh my gosh. Heard it all.
This is a little bit late, but and we've talked about this. We went on the road to Arizona. We're talking BYU basketball still. We beat Arizona State. We swept Arizona. What are you pointing at me for?
Just because you're so stupid.
All right. Next question. You guys don't want that one? Is that it?
I do. Go ahead.
All right. You have 30 seconds to answer and give your case.
Okay.
Because you'll drag this one out because it has to do with football. Football. That's you.
Okay.
Okay. Are you exchanging that road sweep in Arizona for one more win that gets us into the college playoff?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's kind of an easy question now that we've won a couple more games.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I'm going to change it. Are you exchanging the Iowa State and our presumable win against Utah? So we lose Iowa State in that comeback, and we lose to Utah and get swept by Utah. Are you trading those two for one more win for football?
To go to the college football playoff? Yeah. The only thing that I wouldn't trade for college football playoff is like Elite Eight.
Sweet 16, though?
Maybe.
Just to go?
To the college football playoff, there's what, 12 teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I don't know about that. I agree on everything else, but
And what
I think just going
in
and
what way
you lose first round versus like a Sweet 16 appearance for basketball, I'm taking the Sweet 16.
but in what way is
But I know
basketball,
most people would disagree because football is king.
football is way more beneficial for just BYU in general.
BYU and its mission that you care about.
No, I was just saying BYU just in general.
Yeah. That's why you
college
want
football
it.
playoff, to go to college football playoff as opposed to beating Iowa State and Utah.
No, I changed it. You were right. Now I'm finding the right question.
Yeah.
It's the Sweet 16 versus just an appearance. You're losing first round.
Yeah. You're going to lose first round?
Yeah. But you're there. It's a good game. I'm not saying you're getting blown out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to go college football playoff If you're talking like winning the Sweet 16, then I'll take the.
So that's your line is Elite 8 versus Sweet 16. You?
I mean, if we're losing first round, I don't know. The college football playoff's huge, but
are we Big 12 champs in that scenario?
Like that's what got
college
us.
Football playoffs. We're Big 12 champs. Because I'm taking that for sure. Big 12 champs and college football playoff. Absolutely.
Yeah. The better question really was the Arizona one before we had won West Virginia, and it just doesn't even. So, but it still poses an interesting dynamic, which is, what would you give up for the football team? Because we were so close, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm like Sweet 16.
If you would have just come and watched the game with us, seriously.
This is your fault.
Which one? The Kansas one?
Any of them?
We won the Utah one.
I know all the vibes moving forward would have been better.
Yeah. You get a hangover from the week before. We were just trying
normal.
to.
Not normal. All right, Alex Jensen hire at Utah. Reactions.
I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
His name's Alex, so he's a good guy. He's going to be solid. He's going to do a good job.
You don't know one bad guy named Alex?
Maybe, nope, I don't actually. Not a single one.
Reaction, Teach?
It's a great hire for them.
Don't be politically correct.
What do you want me to say?
Who is he? Can you tell me who he is?
He's an assistant with
He
the Mavs.
went to the Final Four with when Coach Majerus was at the U, however many years ago, 30 years ago,
100 years ago.
30 years ago.
Okay.
And then he played a little bit of pro, and then I think he was with the Jazz as an assistant for a while, and then he's been with the Mavs for a while as an assistant.
So he's just been everywhere a while. He's just 100. He just said.
No, he's like 44 or something.
You just said he was with the.
I don't
Utah
know how many
30 years ago. So
Yeah, I don't know how
44.
old
So he was 14.
It obviously wasn't 30 years ago.
No, they're
Mine
trying
was
to
20
they're
years
trying to
ago.
have the same magic that BYU has right now. There's like this whole like AJ NBA coach, NBA staff, like this is gonna prep me for the league. There's some magic going on at BYU that everyone's excited about it. And
Bring some nostalgia.
But is he
to
as
it.
respected as like KY was, like in the NBA realm?
I mean
Remains to be seen.
KY was the highest paid assistant in the league, so
Yeah.
but if we're just going head to head, like they're losing that recruitment battle right now.
Yeah.
Utah is losing to BYU. Just because, I mean, like everyone's so excited about everything that he's building at BYU.
But it's better than what you've had before. So
What?
Utah fans are excited about it.
Yeah, no, they're trying to have that same thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know where it goes, but it's a great hire for them.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. I just think like more than anything, they're trying to figure out like how do we get butts and seats
For
and
sure.
get some NIL,
For sure.
get like some energy around this program, and so go get somebody that has won for it. It's kind of there's a little bit of Mark Pope to Kentucky feel to it. It's like he won a national championship there, and that so people are familiar with him. It's not just oh yeah, this is a guy that knows basketball, but it's also like he actually cares about this university, I would imagine. And if he goes and gets Andre Miller, I think that'd be a big deal because that's another guy super experienced. You can use the same tagline, which is like, we know the NBA, we know how to develop it. He's been coaching in the G League. So I think it's a solid hire. And this is where we've talked about it on the pod before, like I'm different from you guys and apparently it's not normal. Like I don't mind Utah being good. I think it's good for the state. Like it's good for everybody when the colleges in the state are playing well.
When did we say it's not Utah can't be good?
When you guys said you hate everything about every team you've ever played and every rival, you can't even sit down and have lunch with people you played against. You're right, you didn't say it. I just assumed from everything you've said that you don't want Utah to be good.
I do want them to be good. I just want to beat them when we play them.
No.
It's not fun. It's not fun if they suck and then we beat them.
That's what I've said, and you guys say I'm not normal for it.
No, is it fun if they just are terrible and you beat them? Like, no, that's not fun. It's fun when you beat them head to head and they're good.
Oh my gosh, you guys are switching up on me. That's some bull. All right, real quick, rank the 7 Division I basketball programs right now in the state.
BYU.
I'll let TJ go first. No, just kidding. You go. I just wasn't sure if you knew all the programs.
BYU, USU, Utah, Weber. Oh, no, probably not Weber. Then UVU probably after that. Then Weber. Then Utah Tech. Then Southern Utah. What's the left? Westminster or something?
Southern Utah, yeah. I think we have the same list, so you want to reveal it?
Cougs of Brigham Young.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Utah State. UVU.
Ouch.
Utah. Is it Weber next?
Why do you have Utah at 4?
Utah Tech, huh?
Because UVU's
running the show.
They're kind of cooking right now.
Utah gave us the business, and you have us at 1.
Yeah, but we were like this.
So that's just inconsistent right there.
No, it's not. Just because somebody
beats
beats another team doesn't mean that you're automatically like.
It doesn't mean that they're 1, but it means that like they have a case to not be 4.
They are 4, unfortunately.
I think it's honestly less of a knock on Utah and more of a compliment to how good the whole state is playing. And UVU's playing really well. Utah State has had a great season.
They just fired their coach. They just lost at home the other day. The state of the program is just,
they're playing with a lot of good vibes right now. First in their, they might even have an at-large, or do they have to win the WAC?
No, they're gonna have to win the WAC.
You never know.
No, they're gonna have to win the WAC.
But I did see the matchup against.
Are they gonna win the WAC?
Round.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be fun.
Huh?
Are they gonna win the WAC?
I mean,
It's either them or Grand
first or
Canyon.
second,
I think
I know.
they're first, Grand Canyon second,
Grand
and then the next team
Canyon was really good last year.
5
Are they
games
still
behind.
good?
Yeah, they're always solid.
They still
Abilene Christian, I think, is in third. They're like 5 games behind. So it's one of them two that's going. All right. Last thing about Utah sports, and we'll move on. Quick shout out to TJ's protege.
My boy Gav.
You want to talk about it?
Who's that?
Gavin.
Him on BYU. These are the guys we're talking about. He's a Dallin Hall.
He's a dog.
Who does he play for?
Olympus. They just won back-to-back
Does he play
state
football?
champions. No,
Don't want him.
he's a hooper, bro, and he is a hooper. So they won state championship last year. I was super excited. I've been working with him for a while, and so I, hit him up. I'm excited. Congrats, all this stuff, and he's like, "Thanks, man. It's so awesome." He's like, "What time are we working out tomorrow?" And I was just like,
It's that mama mentality.
I know. I was just like, that is crazy, because every time after our seasons, I'd take 2 weeks off, whatever.
Yeah, see,
That's good.
Yeah, to
that's why
rest
KY
my
wouldn't
mind,
take you on the team, bro.
That's
rest my mind,
You know what I
and
mean?
rest
Stay
my
ready.
body.
Yep, just go ahead and stitch those
Stay
together.
ready for years.
That's
right.
why.
That's his answer.
Just stitch those
Cut
together.
out all the BS that he gave us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stitch those together. That's why KY wouldn't
finish,
take you.
Gavin.
Anyways.
And then comes back this year, same thing,
Murders
puts
in
up
the state.
35 in the state championship.
Way more than you scored in the state championship.
Which one? And
That's good. That's good.
He's good.
and but like, he's doing it on the offensive end, and he's turning around and guarding their best player too. Like, it's just in his DNA, and he picks up full court, and he's just a dog.
How tall is he?
He's like 6'1".
Plays point?
Mm-hmm. And runs the show, shoots the ball, gets 2 feet in the paint, can, make 10, 15 footers.
So you got looks?
I mean, he's got some looks, but nothing major yet.
Well, it's hard. I mean, like, there's the cat from Lehigh last year who was 6'1", averaging 30 a game.
Yeah.
Won a 6A state championship.
Yeah, won Mr.
Cooper?
Basketball.
Yeah.
Coop.
And didn't have anything.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's just hard. The landscape has changed, right? Like, KY's like, yeah, we're getting old. Like, we want to get old and build around AJ. Kentucky's trying to do the same thing. Like, you look at all these teams that are having success this year, and it's like all transfer portal.
So what's the
Maybe
move?
one or
What's the
two
move for
freshmen.
a kid like that now, like a Cooper type kid? You just have to go the
Great
JUCO route, or you got to go
Well,
to a
JUCO
smaller
route
school.
doesn't
and-
take away from your eligibility anymore.
Well, I think that was just a ruling for this last year. They haven't really decided moving forward.
I bet that would mean probably good things for all JUCO kids moving forward.
So,
but it's a good point. But
What, you go to a Weber and then try to work your way up?
you go where you're wanted, man. Like,
I mean, really, if you go be successful anywhere,
you'll
then
move up.
Well,
yeah,
there's
like,
that one school that their
people
coach
take-
was, what is it? Last year he was with a D2 or D3, and he just brought his whole team over because,
Oh,
and they're balling out. Drake? Is it
Might have been Drake.
Might have been.
Or something like that.
Well, the Florida Atlantic guy did the same thing. Went to Michigan. That's not Division 2 to 1, but it's like a small school to a big school. But like Cooper, he's going to St. Mary's. Great situation. I think they have.
He did get St. Mary's.
Yeah, they have good NIL, and like they really wanted him. So I don't know if that answers your question. But
St. Mary's is
go where you want it. You'll get a look. And if it is JUCO, then go to JUCO. Yeah. Like you don't lose eligibility potentially. Maybe you have to navigate some legal stuff to do it, but like, okay, you're going to get better and then still have an opportunity to earn for 4 years. Like the guys that make it at any level, they just continue to get better and they're in spots that they're wanted. Like Dalton Connect, didn't he play JUCO?
Might have been D2.
D2, Derek White, like two of like
Jimmy Butler
household names. They went different routes, so.
But whoever takes a chance on Gav will not regret it. He's
taught him everything you know.
No, I did not. He's a grinder, though. It's fun to work with him.
Yeah, it's dope.
Shout out.
All right, in national news, did you guys see the Mavs raised season ticket prices by 8% for next season?
Yeah.
And they were like, we need help investing in the future of this team.
Yeah, that one hurts the fans. Like that one.
It's wild. Like it's also timing. It's like, why would you do it now?
I know. Exactly. I'm on like. I think the Mavs won that trade.
We've heard.
I know. And so, obviously right now, like, it's hard to tell, like.
How did they win that trade?
AD gets hurt. Who knows if the Lakers even get to re-sign?
Well, also, yeah.
And
they didn't win that trade.
And the Mavs were going to have to pay like $400 million for Luka.
I know, but it's Luka.
It's Luka.
It's the face of the league.
And then you can raise ticket prices 10%.
He's the next face of the league.
He's never going to win a championship.
That's wrong.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Go ahead
and clip this.
Clip that, because that's wrong.
It's going to be worst take.
What?
Maybe
they're going to win it this year?
TJ's got some bad takes. It's the worst take of this hour.
Bad take.
What? Because you guys are LeBron homers?
I don't like LeBron.
You're Luka homer?
No, he's a Kobe homer.
Yeah. The GOAT.
Why don't you just make a Luka hat, bro, and sell it?
I might. Probably sell out. $77.
That's fire. You're unsure there.
Oh my god.
All right, let's move on to the last segment, which is best and worst tweets. We're going to react to a couple things. Some of these aren't even tweets. It's just Instagram. I want to jump to the Utah edition of this plane thing that's been viral. So, Josh, if you want to scroll down to, that one. Have you guys seen this? No, this. Have you guys seen this? Where are you sitting on a 10-hour flight?
Yeah, I have.
Now, can we clarify which? In my mind, they're sitting first class, so the front is the top. I don't know if that changes anything. I just want to point out that TJ is wrong. Am I right, Alex?
Yeah, you're right.
Top is the front. Okay.
Yeah.
So while you guys are looking at it, because I've studied it, I'm not going one because I'm not getting pinned in the corner. Plus, that's bulkhead, so it's not even really like first class.
So what do you?
Yeah, but sometimes you get the bulkhead and it's not as much leg room because you can't put your legs like under the seat. I gotta think leg room, so I'm not sitting 1 or 5. Eliminated. 2 is up there for me.
We're not talking leg room. We're just talking about position with the people.
I'm gonna be uncomfortable in a corner without leg room, and there's only one of these interesting people to talk to.
Okay, so if the 2 people that you wanted to sit by the very most were sitting right there, you're just like, nope, because it's the corner.
There is no 2 people I want to talk to the most. It's all situational for me.
Okay,
I'm just telling you, I don't want to sit next to one interesting person. I want to sit next to multiple, so I want to be positioned strategically. Why are you laughing? 5, I'm not going 5. I don't want to talk football.
You couldn't talk football.
You couldn't.
Alex would be so nervous.
Alex, we know your answer is 5, okay? So I'm considering 2. I'm 3, there's no way. 7, there's 0. I'm considering 2 and 4. I'm not going middle seat with 8. Brandon, I don't know how to say his last name. Fugel. He's like a real estate guy, and he owns this place called
on every building.
Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh.
Where they like look for UFOs and aliens. I'm going 2 or 4. I'm going 2 because I'm chilling with my my BYU boys, Tony and Taysom, but then Posty's right there, super interesting. Plus, you're overhearing the conversation in the row about they're not that far, so you're hearing the first row.
Who's the girl?
I think it's Maria. Is it Marie or Mary Osmond? I think it's an Osmond singer.
Oh.
So I'm overhearing first row. I'm chopping it up with Posty and Russell M, and then I got some BYU boys right next to me. That's terrific. I'm going forward because Carl's the man, and then sitting in between Brandon and
so
Peterson.
You get a chance to sit.
Is that Peterson?
I think so.
Sitting in between Brandon and Peterson, you probably get some good insight on some bit. Plus Mitz, Uncle Mitz right there.
Todd Peterson.
Huh? Yeah, I said Peterson. I'm just calling him by his last name.
You said Brandon.
Yeah, because Brandon's on his left.
Brandon Fugel.
Oh, okay.
On the left. So you're getting some business in the back, or just some good times at spot number 2.
Party in the front, business in the back.
It's a reverse mullet, the route I'm going. All right, what about you guys?
Well, just to clarify, so you get a chance to sit next to a modern day prophet, and you're just not going to. Okay, cool. Anyways.
Oh, so your answer must be 6.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go 6.
That's a fire answer.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going 2 or 6. 6 would be, that's a fire row. I love Post Malone.
Two's probably the best spot, but
yeah.
Because 2, you're
I
still.
can still talk to.
I'd like to switch
Preston
Case
Nelson.
and Tony though. I want to sit next to Tony.
How are you finagling that? You could probably get it done, but it has to be done carefully.
You might.
You don't want to make it.
Here's what I'm gonna do: is I'm gonna sit in the middle before they get on there, and then I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, sorry, man." Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can take the aisle. If
like,
you want.
yeah, have the aisle, man.
Any
But then you're
aisle
not sitting
seat.
next to Post Malone. I think he's the most interesting person.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Crazily enough, I think he's the most interesting person in this group.
Why is
Maybe
that
that
crazy?
is- maybe that
I
is
think that's a
crazy.
given.
No, that's a given. Yeah. Tej, what's your answer? 6?
6
You said
is
2 or 6?
6 is that's my first choice,
Are you leaning back and you're hitting Jimmer's knees?
probably.
Who's the
I'm
girl
bugging
with
Jimmer.
Jimmer?
You're
Who's the lady with Jimmer?
tickling Kalani's neck and joking around with him, huh?
Who's the lady with Jimmer?
It's Gail Miller.
Gail Miller.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
then,
6 is my first choice.
What's
2
the worst
2
choice?
is my second.
Probably
3?
3.
who even are those people?
It's the governor and the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives girl.
Oh,
It's a great graphic. Also, a lot of interesting people from Utah and in Utah are connected to Utah.
Who would you want to see on there?
yeah. Who's the one person not on there that you'd want on there?
Ooh,
Jeremiah the
great
Bull
question.
Evans.
Who? The Bull? I don't think he's catching any flies anytime soon. Yikes. Yeah, who's this mate? I'm gonna throw. Man, there's so many names. I want to say
Just one, just name one.
make fun of people that I'm not gonna say. Oh man. Gregor Bell. What?
You want Greg Rubel on here?
Yeah, he's a legend. He could chop it up with all these people.
He'd
probably knows
have
all
stats
their-
about every single person.
Exactly. He's just a fountain of knowledge. I'm not saying people outside of Utah are gonna recognize him like they would all these people, but all right, you want another superstar that people know? I don't know. Probably John Stockton. If Malone's on there, maybe Lowry Markkinen, Donovan Mitchell. That's a good one. Rudy Gobert. Yeah, he is. He was here forever. Gordon Hayward,
Guys.
Darren Williams.
Oh my gosh, bro, you're just.
I'm just going Jazz guys. Kyle Collinsworth. Most interesting man on earth.
Ev.
Throwing Ev in there.
Ev's gonna be so mad. After
Throwing
this.
Grandpa Ralph in there, bro.
Oh my gosh.
You get mad at me for Greg Rubel?
Grandpa Ralph
Yeah, I know.
beats
I'm
the
saying
crap out of Greg Rubel.
it's similar
Grandpa Ralph's up there.
contribution.
He's
He can fit in any
A
one of
fountain
these.
of knowledge.
He can fit in any one of these.
true.
He's talking shop in every one of these
Oh my
seats.
gosh. Okay, I don't have a problem with him being on there. I just think it's lame you got mad at me for Greg Rubel. All right, next picture I want to show you. Maybe I'm going to cause some drama here, but this BYU Cougars caption. So it's the video of Dallin Hall dunking. Did you guys catch the caption?
I didn't see that.
Some might call this sneaky athletic. Yeah. Because he's white.
That's
Look
the
at
joke.
you. You're the race baiter.
That's the joke. They say sneaky athletic.
I just wasn't expecting.
Were you guys? You were at the West Virginia game when the walk-on white kid from West Virginia came in the game, and the student section started chanting "One of us."
No way.
No, I didn't. That really happened?
Yeah.
Were you there? That's hilarious. Good for our students. That's funny.
Yeah. It's fun.
No, I mean, obviously I'm not offended by it. I just thought it was funny. I didn't think I'd see the day that, like, BYU would make a joke like that, and I think it's great.
Yeah.
It was an awesome dunk. Iconic.
Maybe the best
But
one
now
ever.
that we've seen it, I want to see it some more.
This guy.
History of basketball.
Yeah, go punch on somebody
Yeah.
now, and now your secret's out. Like, TJ never did this. He kept that secret buried
Can you do that? Could you do that?
deeply.
I dunked it like 6 times my senior year.
Okay, but if someone's throwing you a lob, are you two-handed,
In high school,
bang,
yes.
swinging on the
We
rim?
used to have some crazy dunk sessions.
It's true.
Why did you lose your balance, bro? Just fat Teej.
Just got fat and on the mish.
Just croissant Teej.
Can we put a picture of TJ?
Croissant cheeks.
Show a picture right here of fat TJ. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's so fat.
Ripping out his pants. Croissant
Eric,
cheeks.
I don't know why you're laughing. You got fat Eric on the mission.
I'm fat Eric now.
Just show a picture of Eric now.
Croissant TJ.
Croissant cheeks.
Oh my god.
Is that what happened to your balance? That's why KY won't take you.
Oh my gosh. Since when does this episode just turn to like blasting me at every moment?
All right, next one. First Instagram. This is like probably purely entertaining for like us three, but this is one of the greatest things I've ever seen. This guy's just sniping this lady's basket. And then she's and then he's running away. He's like nicked her on the shoulder, bro. It's incredible.
Okay, the question is you know
Which
that
one doesn't even look like she noticed?
you know that he didn't go 100%.
No.
So how many times did he hit her? Is
Incredible.
like the question.
Incredible. And it seems like it's the same lady or same two ladies.
The most
And,
impressive.
she's getting hot.
The most impressive one is like the third one where it's all the way down the aisle.
I like this one. I mean, this one's just so close to hitting her.
And
It
what
might
was
have-
that
Look at
true?
that
That was like
turn. This one's
This
the
one
most
is crazy.
impressive one.
That window is tiny. That's incredible. That's the best thing I saw all week. All right, we're gonna end with.
Wait, could you guys do that?
I don't. What are they throwing? Because like initially,
It looks like butter on one of them.
it
that
looks
looks
like
like
you know
toilet
those little
paper.
like to-go cereal things. It looks like that kind of, but it's
That looks
also
like toilet
moving.
paper. This one looks like butter right here.
Because like first
That's like popcorn or something.
one I ever watched, I thought it was like I thought this one was like a can of like beans or something. I was like, that is.
It's probably toilet paper.
Yeah, toilet paper is a good call.
It has to be something soft.
All right, last link. We're gonna end on this. This one really got you going, Alex.
Yeah, it did get me going.
But let's talk about it. Can you click on this one, Josh? Yeah, that's perfect.
This shouldn't be happening still. It just happens all the time. Oh, this one's good as well, but not this one.
What is that?
That's another tweet that's controversial, but this isn't the one I was talking about.
That's not controversial.
This one.
This one.
Yes.
That's
And then some tryhard is just, nope, travel. I've never done that move in my life. I can't comprehend that's not a travel.
Is that a travel?
It's not a travel.
It's not a travel. It's never been travel.
Once you
Somebody was saying it's like it depends on like I saw a comment that was like, oh, in girls basketball it's not. But
See-
it's not a travel anywhere.
no,
Every time, but you go through the comments, everyone's like, yeah, they picked up their pivot foot. Like, why do people not know the rule yet? You can step through. And let alone refs. There's refs to get this call wrong all the time.
This person said she took her 1-2 on the spin move, then one
Yeah,
more
you
step
do.
on the layup.
Yep.
she traveled. No, they're saying
There's
she
That's what I'm
she
saying.
traveled.
But once you establish your
She
pivot
did take
foot,
2 steps, and then she stepped through.
yeah, you can leave your pivot foot as long as you're going up to shoot. But if you like leave
That's
your
the
pivot
rule
foot,
that's the
and
rule
then
that
come
these
back
people
down.
don't understand. Like John B. Queena. She pivoted and established a pivot foot, then took a step and lifted her pivot foot. Definitely a travel.
1-2,
So you're
and then
saying
step through.
as long as it's
So
going up for
no
the
one's
shot.
arguing there's not a third step. There's absolutely a third step, but it's a legal third step. You can step through.
No, yeah.
Yeah, like if you pump fake like this, and this is your pivot foot, I could step all the way over there and leave this foot and go up like this and finish.
Have you ever seen those guys? Like those guys will be like, "Is this a travel?"
Yes,
and it's like,
and they do the most outlandish thing.
but it's not.
Yeah, by rule, it's not a travel.
It's not a travel.
So
Because of that,
I don't get it. Like, how is this ref just like that's?
No, that's like not even that. Like that's not crazy.
See, like that guy was doing one who's never played basketball in his life just wants to be like.
He probably did.
No, he's never played a high level basketball. And he wants to sit there and be like, that's a travel because somebody freaking got me with that move and I thought it was a travel in my pickup game. So now it's my chance to.
Do you actually? You think that's it?
Yeah, I think that.
You think that guy played in the pickup game, got beat by that move, and he's holding a grudge against the move?
I think that. Anytime,
I
think that anytime he's just like, yeah, that's a freaking travel. I can't wait to call that. I'm never letting someone do that move of mine because that's what I think. It's a travel. Same thing goes with up until recently.
It's maddening.
Anytime you do a Euro step in a rec league, it's a travel. Up until recently.
Oh, now we know why it's been bugging Alex.
I don't do that move.
He's been traveling.
I just shoot threes. I just shoot threes.
And miss.
No, I don't.
Can you had 27 the other night? Can you give us your other stats? When's your next game tonight?
No, it's a Wednesday nights. I probably had.
What'd you have last night?
27.
Oh, I thought that was last week.
Last week I think I had 30 last week.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my
I did.
God.
What are your other stats? Like, what are you shooting? What are your assists? Like, if you had
I was
to,
efficient last night.
if you had to ballpark it.
Fishing. About
Assists, I'm probably doing like 4 assists.
Okay. 27-4 and how many rebounds?
Probably 5. 5 boards.
Shooting?
Shooting?
Like, what are you shooting?
I'm probably shooting like 50%.
Here's what I'm gonna do one time. I'm gonna show up. You're not gonna know I'm gonna be there.
Good.
I'm gonna Grandpa Ralph this thing. I'm gonna get a small square.
Are you going to have a headset in?
Yeah, and I'm gonna take stats.
Okay.
And then you'll never know I was there. I'm gonna bring the stats
How
back.
is he not gonna? They're not playing in the Marriott Center. They're playing at like some middle school.
Yeah,
You're gonna be the only person.
I'm gonna be
there.
hiding.
We should do that actually.
And then you're gonna be like, oh, I had 30. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you had 12
No.
on 4 of 20 shooting.
No, you'll see, bro. You'll see.
Yeah, we will. We're gonna come watch. All right,
Thinking about
finish the
that.
show. Cougars are favored by 14 yesterday.
Sheesh, 14.
I don't know what it is today. Will you double check? What do you got? Predictions going to Saturday. This won't come out till next week, so we'll know. If you're
Probably
starting
like-
that next week.
By like 100.
No, guess 5. Nice. That's what I did on the.
Nice.
Cougs by
That's what I did on the pregame show. And I think they're all.
I remember you telling me
They're
that.
like, this guy's a freaking idiot. It was like 18, 14, 22, and I was like, 100. Okay, go. Final score, go.
Chamberlain.
Winner gets something.
Who are we playing?
Utah. Final score. What's the line?
It doesn't have it on.
Okay, well, I heard it's
We're going to win.
I would imagine that's high.
We're going to win 75 to 57.
18. Okay,
I'm saying 83 to 69.
Nice.
right on the line. Nice. What's wrong with you, bro? Children in the
Freak's wrong with you, dude.
I'm going to go...
You're going to sit next to the modern day prophet and then just 83 69.
I'm going to go 82-62. We're going to smoke them.
Nice.
Congratulations.
That's good.
All right, well, that's it from us. Episode 5 of Washed Up. Again, I'm your host, Eric Mika, joined by Alex Kuresa and Mr. TJ Haws. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere you find your podcast, we'll probably be there. So check us out and tune in for next week. We also we're working on some fun little giveaway actions. We haven't finalized, but some cool March Madness stuff potentially coming up, especially for you Cougar fans. So make sure you tune in and follow us all on Instagram, and something will pop up soon. So see you soon.